Hello, welcome back. Felix here. Today on Storm Clear, we're going to be taking another look at the UK weather. So the weather is going to take a big turn yet again. Let's start off with the weather warnings. So we've had a lot of weather warnings so far this week for snow and ice, with 8 inches of snow, and we have just been issued another yellow snow warning. So a lot of snow could fall. And then we've also got a yellow rain warning. Oh, sorry, lots of them which have been issued, and also yellow snow warnings too. And that goes through into Sunday. That's to do with Storm Bert. So they're already issuing weather warnings, which says something. They do need to issue wind warnings, I'd say, but that they haven't actually confirmed that yet. But my area has had about 6 or 7 serious crashes. Like my county, and like 4 or 5 of those were in like a 5-10 mile area of me. And we weren't even hit by snow or ice. We had a bit of ice, but we weren't hit by snow compared to other bits of the county. And they had a few crashes as well, so nothing going on with Toro at the moment. Toro stands for the Tornado and Storm Research Organisation, which I don't understand why it's called Toro, because it makes no sense, but it is. Up enough for Toro. So we're just going to take a quick look at the precipitation. As you can see, snow again. This system I think will fall as snow as well. So we're just going to zoom in a little bit on the UK. See the timeline down below. You can kind of see what I'm working with, and the dates down to the bottom left, and you've got the graph with all the colours to the right. So we're just going to have a look. We're going on to the 21st now. This is the system which could produce a lot of snow. It all depends on where that low gets centered. Because if this air mass, so this big band of rain comes over, it's a lot of snow, 5 centimeters in a lot. Ireland is going to get a lot of snow, but this weekend is a real concern for the amount of snow that could fall. France is going to get some pretty significant snowfall. But yeah, not too much going on up country. There's a lot of thunderstorms, which for this time of year isn't very common. And then this is our big storm, as you can see. This one, I believe, is going to drop a ton of snow, yeah. A lot of snow. A ridiculous amount, to be honest. So you see some areas here, 11, 12 centimetres of snow. 12 centimeters of snow. It's around midday where it really just goes crazy, where you can have up to 16, 17 centimeters of snow, and that does last about 4 to 6 hours. So that could be up to 25 centimeters of snow over the course of a very short period of time. And that is, of course, the concern, which is why the weather warnings have already been issued. And you can see just a continuous band of wet weather. So that's why I'll probably issue more weather warnings than what the Met Office have issued. Because there's a lot of rain coming. And we've got another system moving in. Again, there should be some snow towards the north. No, there's not. Wow. I don't know where this system brews from, because you can see, got this system 3 hours later. Well, what's happened? So they clearly haven't updated it. So it's clearly some of the updates haven't fully occurred yet. But we've got more rain coming to the UK, and then just behind that system we've got another system coming in, and we've actually got one to the south and one to the northwest, and that does have some snow to the north of that system. And obviously there's a lot of rainfall in this system as well from the weather front. We've got a low pressure system developing off the weather front right here. We've actually got another low pressure system developing off the weather front here, and also another one which is a very powerful storm developing to the bottom left of the screen. That storm, I believe, is going to be quite impactful to Ireland, but it shouldn't be too bad. And then you can see, just coming in from the west, we've got another storm. This one is so unique. You got 2 low pressure systems, you've got this ridiculously long weather front. You know, it's the UK weather's gone crazy. So we're now going to look at the wind. So this will just be the UK. So we're at 2 p.m. at the moment. So I'm going to go forward from 6 p.m. in 3-hour intervals. We'll just have to... there we are. So it'll be 3 a.m. Thursday the 21st. This is a separate storm that comes through. It is going to have some windy weather, which is why potentially wind warnings will be issued for Thursday. So midnight, Friday going into Friday, 3 a.m. into Friday. They haven't actually issued any wind warnings yet, but you can see how quickly that system just explodes. You know, it's a low pressure system, kind of going around a high pressure system. I believe it's high pressure. We'll have a look in a minute. But you know, it gets big quick. You know, we are talking 90-mile-an-hour winds. Your weather warnings will be in the west of the UK. Potentially looking at ambers, but the actual inland winds aren't actually that bad. We're looking at topping out 70. So there's a borderline of some ambers, but definitely some yellows, 100% yellows. Just look how quickly that storm intensifies. It's wrapped in almost 100-mile-an-hour winds now, and that's inside of this other system. And it just continues to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And this is a massive storm. And then it does start to weaken up a little bit to its northeastern side. It's not so wrapped. And then it does start tracking southeast, and then it just starts to fizzle out. But those winds, this is what another thing I don't get is how quickly that snaps. So they clearly haven't updated something. But if that is the case, we'll have more weather warnings issued for that system coming back through. Tuesday the 26th of November now. So you've got another air mass moving through, up to 60-mile-an-hour winds more than likely. And then it's just this weather front, so then you've got that split of calm weather across the Midlands. And then this is where this other big system just pops out of nowhere. Not much going on with that one, to be fair. A very, 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 very slow moving weather front which just collapses for some reason. And then we've got one of those other storms. We've also got a powerful band of air going around the Norwegian mountains to the northeast of the UK. And then we get this weather front come across, which should bring some strong winds. I say should. It's this system right here. But it might die out. Probably up to 60 miles an hour. And then you got this really odd storm. I mean, how can you even have this? You got this low pressure system, you got this low pressure system just from the weather front. It's just like, what, 80, 90 mile an hour wind just going around the weather front. That might clip Ireland and Scotland. Yeah. So what was I going to look at? We've got that weird storm, haven't we? It's within a... Yeah, that should be high pressure. Whew. So it's not high pressure. I don't know what's going on with this storm. Whether it's just Ventusky being weird, which is a possibility, but I mean 962, that's pretty bad. And I think it gets, it gets deeper. 953, and it gets even deeper, wow. 945, sorry. I think I saw. Pretty sure I did. And it gets deeper, and deeper, and deeper, and deeper. Flipping out. And it gets deeper. And that might be where it maxes out. Yeah. So it'd be around 937 HPA. That is ridiculously low. And that's why it intensifies so quickly. And that's why there's a decent amount of precipitation. And also, to be fair, the thunderstorms aren't that bad. Yeah. As you can probably expect, a lot of high waves. With the tidal surge, isn't looking too bad, to be honest. Going for the storm. When's it actually hit? There we are. We should see a little tidal surge. Won't be much. Tidal surge, 4 meter tidal surge. Along with the waves. To be fair, they're not actually that bad. Probably up to 5 meters. Yeah, probably towards the, what's it called? Lizard Peninsula. Potentially 6 meter waves, but other than that, nothing too crazy. It's still getting worse. Yeah, it starts getting better now. So it's nothing too bad. So yeah, it's nothing to be too overly concerned about. I mean, yes, 6 meter waves is a lot, plus a 4 meter tidal surge. In some areas, probably 5 meters. But in the grand scheme of things, 10 meter, all in all 30 feet, is significant, but the areas it's affecting have all got quite high. It's all big cliffs around this bit. It's this bit. To be fair, maybe this bit might get affected quite badly, but you know, it's this area which the tidal surge is going to impact. This area won't be because it's on the Atlantic side, so it's got all the big cliffs. This side's much more protected, so it's a lot more low-lying. So the flooding is a lot worse, or the impacts of flooding are a lot worse there. Let's have a little look at the Met Office. So we're just going to skip forward a little bit into Saturday. So you know, they've got some strong winds up to 70 mile an hour forecast up country, but we're going to take a quick look at the southwest, which should get a pretty good hammering, to be fair. So it's 60 miles an hour. I believe this storm does actually impact again as it comes into Sunday. Yeah, as it goes into Sunday, it does impact a little bit more. Some pretty strong winds, you know, 66. Nothing crazy though. Your strongest winds will probably be in around this area. 64 isn't that bad, to be honest. You know, 67, 77. So we're seeing 77 mile an hour winds forecast now, which is obviously quite significant. So definitely, I'd say some ambers for this area. Quite widely 70 miles an hour actually, and this is on the Met Office. So they should be issuing weather warnings for this. So this, we're kind of looking at an area in and around here at around up to nearly 80 mile an hour, which should be amber weather warning. Whether they actually issue it or not is a different matter. I mean, with your rainfall, you know, with the wind and rainfall, that's quite significant. You should also have a few lightning strikes, maybe not. Precipitation type, that's something I need to keep an eye on. So we're just going to take a quick look at the southwest because that's me. There's a lot of snow forecast, but I'm not sure if we're actually going to get any. I don't know. Oh, it's close. It is close. It is really close. It is like Let me pause it a second. It is literally skimming me. We're either going to get a lot of snow. I mean, let me just look at our forecast. That's a scam. They've just changed that because earlier we had heavy snow in this bit because it's teetering on the temperature margin of heavy snow, heavy rain. But yeah, you see, we could have a lot of snow tomorrow. 40-mile-an-hour winds, blizzards. So it'll be a lot of crashes. Especially around the 3 p.m. That's school pickup time. And yeah. So what we're looking at, 56 is pretty dead. That's not right, but 57. Southerly winds, not good for us. 13 degrees is crazy how the temperature changes, and we should, yeah, see it goes back down again. We are going into these permanent temperatures now. So it should get down to 2 tonight. Actually, that could have been this morning, actually. But tomorrow's looking to be an interesting day because we are literally, it's from about 9-10 a.m. right to like 8 p.m. we are looking at potentially getting snow. It all depends on the height of the cloud and all that. You know, we've got a northerly wind direction, which is more of a wind chill, which is why we could feel like -4, more likely -6, -7. Let me just go to Cairngorm a second. So UK, -7, -8, -8, -3, -6, -6. Nothing too bad. -23, -30, -32, -48, -51. It's a little bit of something there. -57. Always like looking at the temperatures here. Only -58. You know, nothing too bad. That's summer. Ooh, hurricane. That's not a hurricane. Well, it could be, but... Oh, that's that really bad one, isn't it? That was a really bad one. That was a really, really bad one, actually. So many bad hurricanes. Is it that one? Just look at the line. 1, 2, 3. That's Manyi. It's a big, compact storm. Wow. That's going to wrap it up for this video. Nothing much more to talk about. Oh, nice and tired. Can't wait for this storm, although it's not looking that good. Maybe what we're going to see highs of 40 tomorrow. Friday, 40 again. 56 quite consistently throughout Saturday. And 57 in the morning on Sunday. 36 Monday. And 24 on the Tuesday. High winds today. 19. Tomorrow, oh yeah, it's like 40, isn't it? So, nothing too bad. Just a reminder, weather warnings in force at the moment. We might go list form actually. Or can I not do it list form? Whatever. This is the weather warnings. Oh, let's take you that way. So yeah, that's the weather warnings at the moment. So quite a lot. Thursday, it's an extra one. Saturday, a lot of snow possible. Nottingham again? Some areas are going to get a absolute bucket load of snow. A lot of snow is forecast. So yeah. And then that all goes into Sunday. This is what my grandparents had a little while ago. Monday, 7 PM starts snowing. Just a bit of rain, and then some more snow. And they got like a ridiculous amount of snow. Like a ridiculous amount of snow. So yeah. That is going to wrap it up for this video now. I am just bored of waiting for some interesting weather. A lot of you have asked for an updated forecast. That is the updated forecast. I am not issuing weather warnings because too many people were like, oh, the forecast has changed, all of that. You look at the Met Office. If you don't look at the Met Office, that is your problem. That's as blunt as it can basically be, because it's always changing, so there's no point me issuing them, but I can guarantee there will be yellows. That's just a guaranteeable thing. There should have been for the last storm we had, but the Met Office decided not to issue them. There should be ambers for the some areas of the UK for wind because of the mixture of rain and wind. It's 77-mile-an-hour winds is quite strong, with it being southeasterly to west southwesterly winds. That's unique. Sorry, east southeasterly winds. That's unique. With that much rain, with all the snow on the floor, it's definitely, cause for concern. So the Met Office should take that into account and factor that in. I don't know actually when the strongest of the winds are. It's kind of for early morning. They might see, we're looking at 80 mile an hour on Ventusky. 78 there. A lot of wind still down here as well. It might have to be ambered, but I don't know. The Met Office probably won't. Nearly 90 in the mountains according to this. This is usually quite accurate. Don't know what happened to the last storm, but that's going to make a good, what's the word? I forgot. That's really helpful. So I need that. Don't know what it's called, but that'll do. And that's when it's at its deepest, 9:38. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please do remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, and I will hopefully see you next time. Goodbye.